Forget piggy banks. This is the Art Attack Dinosaur Bank. Come and have a look at this. Blow up a balloon to roughly the same size as an Easter egg, but definitely smaller than your head. Then take 2 glue roll tubes, cut them in half, and tape them together so you have something that looks like that. And then tape them to one side of the balloon. So a bit of tape on there, and onto the side of the balloon. And there you have the legs and the body of the dinosaur. And then take a felt tip pen and very carefully draw a rectangle in the top of a balloon. Now it needs to be about 1 centimetre by 4 centimetres. It doesn't have to be neat, and that'll be the slot where your money goes later on. Then take some scrap paper that's roughly the same length as the balloon and crunch it up and bend it slightly. And you need to do 2 of those because you're going to tape one of them to one end of the balloon, like that, when it stands still, out of the neck. You just need to bend it up, like this, and then the other to the other end of the balloon, and bend that down for the tail. And the good thing about paper is that if your neck flops, just bend it up again, because it's good stuff to model with. And that's roughly the shape of your dinosaur. Now the good bit, that messy bit. Take some lengths of glue roll and start to wrap it around the dinosaur shape. Just wrap it all the way round, apart from the slot at the top. You'll see why in a minute. And then just slop on some PVA glue, mix 2 parts glue with 1 part water. And you've seen me do this before. Just slop the glue on, and what it does, it sort of disintegrates the tissue paper, or the glue paper, and binds it to the shape underneath, which is the shape of the dinosaur. And just keep slopping on the PVA and slopping on the glue paper, and you probably need 3 or 4 layers of glue paper. That's roughly equivalent to 1 whole glue roll's worth of paper. Slop on your PVA glue all over your dinosaur, apart from the slot, and when it's finished, it will look something like that. Look at that. And then take 2 small balls of scrap paper and just dip them into the glue, put them on the top of the head for eyes. There's one there, and one there, and then start to slop on some paint. Now, I'm using acrylic paint here, but you can use poster paint, any type of paint you like. I find acrylic paint is best for it. I'm doing it in a sort of green and yellow blotch colour. And as I say, dinosaurs mean that colour, eh? Experiment. Nobody really knows, do they? I'm just going over the whole of the dinosaur. You see there? It's even a slot at the top where I didn't put any paper before. So go over the whole of the dinosaur, apart from the eyes, and when it's finished, you'll have something that looks like that. And I didn't paint the eyes, like I have painted them white with a little black dot in the middle. I've covered the whole thing with another layer of PVA glue, which gives it this very sort of hard finish and a nice shiny finish. And there it is, and you're ready to pop your money in. And where does the money go? Well, it goes in the slot, but you have to pop the balloon first, through the slot. There we go. There it is. And you pop your money into the slot. If you need to get your money out, just tip your dinosaur upside down, make a hole through one of his legs, get the money out, and then repair it using exactly the same process: glue, tissue paper, and paint. And there it is, the Art Attack Dinosaur Band. Try it yourself. And of course, you can experiment using different cut-out cardboard shapes and tape them to the balloon. And in fact, you could even invent your own dinosaur, an Artattachosaurus. Go on then, have a go. A dinosaur band.
Oh, they are wonderful! Hello, it's me again, the head. Now all you need is a balloon, a toilet roll, PVA glue and paint. But the most important thing is patience. Take your time, do it properly, or it'll end up like this. Dad,
Now then, have you ever wanted to keep a dangerous man-eating fish in your own bedroom but couldn't be bothered clearing it out or feeding it? What you need is a vicious fishes. And here it is. Come and have a look at this. Take a whole newspaper, open it out, and then roll it lengthways, but not too tight. And then just tape both ends. Just do it very loosely. One round there, like that, and one round there, like that. And the idea is to just keep those loose ends in place. Doesn't have to be neat or anything. Then place it so that these loose edges are on the top, and just fold the newspaper over like that, so that one side is slightly longer than the other, and you've got these loose edges on the inside of the mouth. And then just tape that folded edge into place to keep its shape like that. Now, with your vicious fishes, you can have either a long top jaw or a long bottom jaw. It's entirely up to you, and you could even bend the bottom jaw a little bit like that, just to give them some expression. Now, for the eyes, just roll up balls of newspaper and put them on the top of the head and tape them into place. Put some tape on there, just pop them on. And for the tail and fins, just take some cardboard box card and draw them on. So there goes my tail, and the top fin there, and there's my tail fin, and then you can do them in any shape you like, make them as flamboyant as you like. What about one that's a bit rounded and fancy like that? Your fish, do what you want. But when you do the bottom of the tail, just make sure it's slightly flat, otherwise your fish won't stand up. I think I'll do that one. When we cut it out, you have something that looks like that. It's just a case of taping it to the top of your fish again. Got the tape on there already. And just put tape to the back. And put my tail in place. And there it is. The basic shape. And then the old Art Attack special. Take some PVA glue and mix it in equal parts with water. Now, you've seen me do this many times before. And just slop it onto your fish, all over the fish's body, even the eyes, and the fins, and the tail. The idea is to put tissue paper or loo roll into the glue like that, and then slop on more glue just to put it into place. And the idea is to cover the whole of your fish, eyes, tail, and fins with tissue paper or loo roll and PVA glue. Now you have to do this 3 times. Coat it in 3 layers of the mixture, and then leave it to dry overnight. When it's dry, it's gone rock hard and ready to paint. Believe it or not, there's 3 layers of tissue paper and PVA glue on there. But before we paint it, draw in some of your details. Now, I think what I'm going to do here is just draw in the details of the eyes. It doesn't have to be neat at this stage because I'm going to paint over it in a minute. Just put the eye in. And then fin. And put some stripes. Do anything you want. Make it as crazy as you like. Some stripes on the tail. Like that. Again, this is just a guide for the painting. And I'm going to just draw the mouth in. And the top jaw. Just put some teeth in. So just doing it roughly so I know where to paint. And then you can paint it using poster paint or acrylic paint, but make it as bright as you can. Nice bright tropical colours, because after all, the vicious fishes is a tropical fish, you know. And what I've done here is I've used poster paint and I've gone over it in black permanent marker to just pick out the details, the teeth, and I've even put on some scales of black permanent marker. And there he is. There's your vicious fishes. And you can do them any size you like. What about a nice chunky fish like that? That was done using a big newspaper. Or what about a tiny micro minnow? And that was done using a little newspaper cut in half, and I just used a few sheets. Or what about a long shark? And you could even experiment with the shape of the fins and the tails. And if you want to do the tank, just cut the top and bottom flaps of a cardboard box, place it down flat like that, and then draw where you think roughly the glass in the tank would be. And you don't have to be neat. The idea is you cut that section out, do it on all 4 sides of your box, and then you'll end up with a frame like that. There it is. And then just crunch it up. Don't worry, I haven't gone mad. I just want to make it look like a crazy cartoon effect, like that. And then again, the old tissue paper and PVA routine. Just put the glue on the top like that, and just wrap the tissue paper around and paste it into place. And again, go over it in 3 layers of tissue paper and PVA glue. You can use Luro, leave it to dry overnight, and it's gone rock hard and ready to paint. And again, I painted it using acrylic paint. Painted a nice sea blue. You see here, I've even put in, with a silver pen, some little waves. And then it's just a case of placing your vicious fishes in the bottom of the tank, like that. And there it is. Or you could even hang your fish from the tank's frame, give it a little prod, and there he is, swimming happily away. Try it yourself. Vicious fishes.
Hello! Yes, you guessed it. It's the head here. Who'd have thought you could make all those fabulous fish from just rolled up paper, some bits of card, and 3 layers of glue dough and PVA glue mixed with water, then paint? You want to see my vicious fishes? I call it a terrible tiddler.
Hey, well that's it then. Just some of your very favourite art attacks. I hope you've enjoyed them, and do remember to look out for more videos in the series. But the most important thing is once you've turned off your telly, go out and try those art attacks. Oh yeah, and do us a favour, don't stop sending in your letters, because if you don't tell me what you like, I'll never know. So until the next time, ta-ra.